Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a brand new set of Friday night vlogs. And we are starting this series off with a walkthrough of Park Mgm, which is my base for the early part of my trip. And obviously, as you saw from the history section here, this is built on a section of the dunes. It was obviously originally Monte Carlo. Now I'm at Nomad, which is the top 4 floors above the green line there. More about that in a second. But there's construction of Monte Carlo, as was in the mid-90s. It pretty much followed the pattern set by Steve Wynn at Mirage and Treasure Island, with the sort of 3 wings in a, you know, that specific shape. A bit like Mandalay Bay as well. So all the properties that sort of opened around about that time, the design's very similar in a lot of ways. And the one thing I do find a little bit odd here, since they've rebranded it to Park Mgm, is the fact that you walk directly into Italy. It's not, you don't walk into the casino. I just think that's a bit strange. I mean, they clearly think it's a draw. It's not really a draw for me, if I'm being honest. And one thing to say is that this is a non-smoking resort now. And I have actually noticed the difference in the casino. It definitely smells nicer. And this Italy here, it is nice, I do like it, but it just seems a bit of a strange thing to walk into to get where you're going. Now Suzanne and I stayed at Monte Carlo a number of years back. Suzanne really liked it here. The room was fairly basic, and there's no doubt about it, the Nomad rooms are much better than the Park Mgm rooms. When I checked in here, I was in a Park Mgm room with my booking, and I basically changed to a Nomad room. And the difference is massive, despite the fact you can actually you can tend to get the same comps for both Nomad and Park Mgm, which is strange, but there it is. But walking through here now, I can really smell clean air. It does make a difference. I'm not against smoking at all. I used to smoke myself, so it's not something I necessarily support, but they clearly think that's the way to go. Now, one thing I do quite like in here is the configuration of the casino. I've actually felt quite at home here for the last couple of days. It's got a good selection of games, some old 3-reel, a lot of new games, decent size, quite a good vibe, quite decent music playing in the evenings. Well, actually, while we're walking this way, the Park Theatre is a great venue. This is really, I suppose, probably what this is all built around, really, the whole focal point of it. I saw Cher there, and I mean, there really isn't a bad seat in the house. So we're in the Park Theatre to see Cher, and this theatre actually wasn't open when I came in January. And I'll tell you what, there's not a bad seat in the house here. I'm a big Cher fan, so I'm looking forward to this. And I do quite like the big chandelier here. Just show you this. Reminds me a bit of the sort of Caesars inside, and the Caesars, that dome sort of in the middle where all the table games are, a little bit smaller version of it. And in terms of a casino, I can't say this has really been particularly lucky for me. I've never won. I can't actually remember winning, apart from this trip where I've got a few decent hits in here. I can't ever remember winning anything much over a few hundred. But it probably hasn't been a casino I've spent huge amounts of time in over the years, unless I'm staying here, which this will be my third time now. And I really, really like this bar. This is a really cool bar. Again, with the same light at the top. That's really cool, that. So you obviously have the T-Mobile Arena here and the Park Theatre. So there's a lot going on a lot of the time. And this is the entrance to Nomad. Now the interesting thing with Nomad, I mean, I remember it when it was Hotel 32. I mean, there's 32 floors on here, and those top 4 floors have always been an alternative property. As I said, Hotel 32, and then Nomad took it over more recently. But it really does feel like a separate property. There's no doubt about it. And we'll just go in here and I'll show you. It immediately sort of goes darker and more traditional in terms of, you know, the decor. That's quite cool, peacock feathers. I like that. So you check in a completely different area, use different lifts. It is totally separate. But I think from now on, if I stay here, it will be in a Nomad room for sure. And there's a bar in there, Nomad bar in there. And that takes you back out. Actually, we'll go back out in the other entrance. And here is T-Mobile in all its glory. And we saw Gwen Stefani in there, if I remember rightly, who was very good. Right, so this is the Park Mgm entrance, sorry, the Nomad entrance here. So we'll go in there and I'll show you that. And I have to say, when I did check in at Park Mgm, the guy I spoke to there was kind of less than helpful. It was a Saturday night and they were at 99% capacity, they said. And they could only give me an accessible room on the 7th floor, which pretty much looked over air conditioning units, you know, that type of thing. And he sort of said, well, you could go and speak to someone at Nomad and see if they can fit you in. Well, I did, and they were so helpful. So it's quite dark in here, but all the staff here are incredibly polite. The service you get from everyone, from room service to reception to the cleaning staff, is exemplary. And again, little touches like these dogs statues here, I really like them. They're quite quirky, aren't they? So if you walk through here, there's like a hidden door that goes through to the casino. That's the elevators there. I'll show you my room at the end. And you wouldn't know this is the casino, right? Here you are. And you in effect come out with the bar I just showed you just through there. You can see the big light. And they have a high limit room just down here, which some of you might remember I did play in on Zeus which they no longer have. I did look the other day in there. I might give it a go a bit later. I'm easing myself into this trip with the gambling, so obviously by the time you watch this you'll know how I've got on, but it's going well so far. And we're on the second full day at this point. Now you could say that the renovation of this was fairly bland. You know, it's sort of a greeny colour with cream walls, you know, and it's very sparsely decorated. It's not garish like a lot of the Vegas properties are, or even particularly smartly done, really. And I'll just show you the walk through towards Aria. For me, typifies the renovation in its entirety. Because for me, they could do so much more with this area. And here it is. I mean, this, you know, it's just dead space, isn't it? And again, with a pretty sort of bland mural on the wall or whatever, it doesn't excite you really, does it? I mean, what I'd do, I know what I'd do here. I'd have slots all along the walls and really make it a good vibey sort of casino space. And it goes all the way down there until you get to Aria. I don't mind this bit so much because at least you can look out on the pool, but anyway, we won't look out of it at the windows. We're going to actually have a look at the pool itself. So I'll meet you back round by the pool entrance. So here we are at the pool. Now, as I said, I was a real fan of the Monte Carlo pool, particularly the wave pool they used to have. It was a lot of fun. But I do think this pool area, they've done a good job with it. I do like it. This is the south pool. It's quite a chilled vibe. Lots of open space. Never a problem getting a lounger, or it hasn't been the first couple of days. I've been out here a couple of times. And one thing I do like, I like the fact that you're sort of in amongst all of the, you know, the modern buildings, Aria, etc. It's quite weird. You've got all the palm trees and you've got sort of around you the big high rises. It sort of reminds me a little bit of Central Park, you know. So yeah, this is a very modern pool setup, and I do actually quite like it. So this is the east pool here. Now there is a Nomad pool specific to Nomad, which I'll try and show you as well. Now the last time I went there, it was incredibly loud. Now I'm recording this on a Monday, so the chances are the pool party won't be in full swing. Just bear that in mind though. If you come at a weekend, it will be loud. And this is the north pool here. And again, that's a good view of Aria in the background there. Look. It's a very impressive building, isn't it? Yeah, excellent. There you go. It's nice, really nice. Right, I will go and try and find. I can't remember where the stairs are for the Nomad pool, but I will find them and I will be back with you. So I've just been told that the Nomad pool is only actually open Friday, Saturday, Sundays now. I don't know if that was always the case, but it's closed Monday through Thursday, and today's a Monday, so I can't show you it. But what I will do is put a link to the video I recorded the last time I was here, which featured it, And I guess that confirms really that the pool is definitely a party pool at weekends. So as I said, just bear that in mind, but I don't think you'll have a problem in any of the other pools at Park MGM anyway, and I'm not really sure whether you use the Nomad one unless that was your specific scene, because it's certainly no better than anything you've just seen there. So I'm going to head back now to the room, and I'm on the 30th floor, 3042, and I'll give you a room tour of Nomad. So here we are on the 30th floor, and it's the little touches at Nomad that I like the light there with the tiger head. Pretty cool. Sort of like a classic look. A little seating area. And in fact, even the lights on the hallways are really cool. So yes, as I said earlier, absolutely book a Nomad room rather than a Park MGM room. There is literally no comparison. So I got the number wrong. I'm actually 3047, which is just up here on the left. Here we go. Tell you, don't half do some steps in Vegas, don't you? I've been doing around about 12 to 15,000 a day. And even this, right, like the do not disturb sign is pretty cool, isn't it? So it's the little touches that make the difference. So this is a suite. I can't remember the name of the suite, so I'll put it on the screen now when I've looked it up. So you have a toilet and sink in here. Again, this is a nice butterfly there. It's pretty cool, isn't it? And all of these switches dim. Here is your closet space. There's some drawer space at the bottom there as well. And then the chargeable items are at the top. I've managed to avoid, after a few drinks, grabbing any of those, which is actually quite unusual. Then in here is your safe at the top there, and then again chargeable items in the fridge. But again, quite a nice cabinet. It all comes in, and as I said, the whole theming of these rooms is classy. That's the best way of describing it, I think. Okay, here is a sort of working area, and then your main bathroom here, which is really nice. And then a great shower. I'm sure I won't go in. There you go, you can see it from there. Walk-in shower. Great pressure. And then the main living area. Love the pictures on the wall here. But the main draw for this, as I mentioned in one of my vlogs, is the tub. I'm a bath man. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I've had a bath in that every day I have been here. So it's a really good feature. Very cool feature. I can't actually think of another Vegas hotel that has them like this. I'm sure there is one, and I'm sure you'll all message me with it, but I don't recall. Bed's super comfortable, really fluffy pillows. I mean, massively fluffy pillows. Nice big TV. And then I'm looking out at Aria. Not a bad little view. So I've literally just been downstairs. I'm checking out today and going down to Circa. So I've just gone and spoken to the slot host, and they've waived any fees. I had a regular room at Park MGM booked, and because they were full on Saturday, I relocated to here, but they wanted to charge me $50 a night extra for this suite. But I knew I'd get it back due to my play anyway, so they've waived everything, which is great. So that's my walkthrough of Nomad Park MGM. I would say stay here, stay in one of these rooms. The casino's decent. Overall, I've been pretty impressed. Till next time, see you soon.